Hello everyone, nice to see you all. I'm an international English language teacher, currently working at the British School of Language, Phyo. Today, I'd like to talk about the IELTS test, which is the International English Language Testing System, which assesses your 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So let's start with the listening test. In the listening test, there are 4 main sections. In section 1 is a conversation between 2 people set in an everyday social context. In section 2 is a monologue set in an everyday social context too. For example, it may be a speech about local facilities. In section 3 is a conversation between up to 4 people set in an educational or training context. For example, a university tutor and a student discussing an assignment. And the last section is a monologue on an academic subject. For example, a university lecture or maybe a seminar. In the listening section, the most important skills are the skill to listening for general ideas and the skill for listening to the details. So if you have these 2 skills and with lots of practice, then you will achieve higher band score. So let's go to the next test. Academic reading. So this test lasts about 60 minutes, and there are 3 main passages, and you need to answer 40 questions for these 3 passages. So there are so many question types in the reading section. For instance, multiple choice, matching, sentence completion, and maybe short answer questions. So the most important skills for the reading test are skimming, scanning, and reading for understanding the vocabulary in details. If you have these skills, you will, and as I said before, if you practice a lot, then you will achieve higher band score for the reading section. Okay, so let's go to the next test, academic writing. This lasts about 60 minutes. And it involves 2 main tasks. In task 1, you need to report a graph, table, chart, or diagram. In doing so, you need to summarize and explain the information in your own words. If we go to the task 2, you need to write an essay in response to a point of view, argument, or problem. Remember that in both tests, your writing must be in a formal style because it is academic writing. Okay, so let's go to the last test, speaking test. So there are 3 parts in the speaking test. In part 1, the examiner will ask you some general questions about yourself and a range of familiar topics such as home, family, work, studies, and interest. In part 2, you will be given a topic. You will have 1 minute to prepare for this topic before you talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Part 3 is about discussion. So the examiner will ask further questions about the topic in part 2. So actually, this will give you the opportunity to discuss more abstract ideas and issues. So speaking sections takes about 11 to 40 minutes, depending on the questions. So the most important skill for the speaking section are pronunciation, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and the last one is fluency and cohesion. If you are skillful at these things, then you could answer well and you will achieve higher band score, as I said before. So it is a brief introduction to the IELTS test and 4 skills. So if you want to learn more details and if you want to practice, then I would like to suggest you to join the British School of Language IELTS training sections. Thanks for watching my video. Have a good day.